Here we go then. This is the last qualifying session for VW Pro. And it's Luke Stevenson dialing in 8.8 and Ed 12.35. .902, 144 for Luke Stevenson. Ed moves up to number 2, 12.30. He's perfect. Another perfect ET.
Oh my word.
12.35 with a 0 on a 12.35 dial in, the second perfect ET. Shame the money's already gone, but that's why he's number 2, even though he just had a perfect ET. The other one was better. But well done, Ed Keach. Second perfect ET of the weekend, and it's in the same class as well, both in VW Pro. All right, next up then, Jake Fronder and Graham Fairhead. Now we know Graham Fairhead is in the lead of the points chase in VW Pro, and he's qualifying nicely at the moment in the number 6 spot. He ain't going to get 1 or 2, I don't think. Goes down to 39. He does move up to number 4 though. And Jake moves up from 19 to 13, goes 12.24 on the 12 dial. All right, your number 5 qualifier, James Hodson with the Golf. Wants 10.70. And Charlie Roberts, the VW up with the 5 pot. Underneath the front, dialing 11.75. You can imagine the conversation in the pub on a Friday night and doodling on a beer mat. Yeah, I think I can get a 5-cylinder engine in front of an up.
You'd be surprised how many dealings happen in pubs when it comes to drag racing.
$10.76 for James, moves up from 5 to 4. Good shots. A breakout for Charlie though. Went 500s too quick. 11.70 on his 75. All right, Phil Blogg and Paul Jordan. Geordie dialing in 9.20. And Phil looking for 11.6. Well, brilliant light from Phil. Geordie's going to get there first. 9.97, 151 at the strike. And not entirely to plan for Phil, 12.11. On an 11.6 dial.
Yeah, which has been a shame. Phil's been running quite well all weekend, actually, with that pickup.
All right, Ollie Whitehouse, not living up to the car name. Good news for that. Going alongside the Lagster, Jonathan Ewell. Now he is your number 1 qualifier. Ed nearly took it off him.
Yeah, I think it's a good job we didn't say the name of the VW Beetle to jinx anything.
I'm not saying it. Oh, 53.
Wow.
Ollie Whitehouse.
Lovely.
A breakout for Jonathan, but Ollie, 53 on a 50, moves up from 9 to 3. All right, Chris Pointer with a Green Goblin. And going alongside Rob Carter. So Chris currently number 14, Dials 11.55. Rob currently 16, looking for 12.90. Well, wide awake club off the start line for Rob. You can see he moved pretty much instantly. 0-1 light. But it is going to be Chris. He's going to get his ET first. Oh, 52 breaks out just that little bit too much. But 13 flat on a 12.90 dial-in. That's a nice little move there, up to number 10 from 15. Chris Waterhouse with the Audi A3 alongside Abby Tether with the Golf R. Well, 10.5 is the target, 11.8 is the run. Oh, 12.89 was the target, 12.97 the run, but no help for either. Chris stays 9, Abby stays 4. In with the strip burner, the VW Beetle appears in the Alton lane, and it's going to be Sam Young. Dialing all the 9s for this one. Currently in the number 8 spot.
I just love the sound of it because it sounds completely unique to anything else that we have come up to the start line, doesn't it?
All we can normally hear is the tyres scrabbling to grip when Sam leaves the line. But unfortunately, we're hearing that a little bit too much. But this is what tuning is all about. Not always performance tuning, it's also chassis tuning as well. And that's what you do when you tune it.
That's lovely. Less wheel spin off the start this time. Oh, and that is very, very good.
A little bit too good.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
They won't be too dismayed with that. Interesting. 122 at the 8th mile, only 127 at the quarter. Possibly backed out the run towards the stripe to try and run a number.
Yeah. 9.95. Wanted all 9s in a row. Only slightly off.
Well, the latest member of the European front-wheel drive 9 second club is Simon Crowley. Not only that, he blasted his way in with a 9.57. .10.52, 132. That sounded like we're going to throw everything we've got into the car for this one. It didn't quite work. But I tell you what, that is one team that have been through the mill and come out the other side this weekend. An outstanding new PB for them this weekend in the 9.5s. Simon Crowley, the Trailer Queen team. A great reward for a huge amount of work that they put into that car. All right, we're looking to the lanes to see VW Sportsman. They're about to do their last qualifier. And then, actually, we start to go into eliminations with Street Eliminator, VW Pro, Sport, and that's right, all of the classes. We do have a lunch break scheduled. Target time is just after 1 o'clock, but we'll see how things progress. Right, here we go then. Final qualifying session for VW Sportsman. And it's Tom Herbert and Andy Vos.
So here we go then, the Seat and the Golf. Takes it down the line. Looking for a 14 in the Castrol, 15.62 in the Auto Glim. Pretty good reaction time from Tom. Kestrel beer. Goes over for a 13.92. And you got 15.76 on the opposite side. A breakout, though, for Tom Herbert. Only slightly, though. You'll be pleased with that. As we line up once more. So they want a 12.75 and a 12 respectively here. Great reaction time off the bat there.
Right, well, this is important for Ben. He can't break out here. He's got to go the right side of 12. He does. Whoa.
Oh, and that's as close as you like as well.
Yeah, well, that's 36 to 16. So
what a move up the board.
Well, he needed that because if you're 33rd,
that's it. You're out.
You're out. So it is a 32-car ladder. We got 36 cars here. Right, Emma needs to get one now. Going alongside Lawrence Clark with the Thunderbug. So Emma Sadler, the Candy Queen. 15.10 the dial-in. Let's see how big the window is. Oh, it's like 0.4 of a second. So if she can run somewhere between 15.1 and 15.5, she's in. No dramas for Lawrence. He's well and truly qualified. He's not going to be bumped out of the field, that's for sure. But it's all down to Emma. She's in. Up to number 12 for Emma Sadler.
In with style.
So she's in. So who's she just bumped out? Just bumped out Polly Judge. So we need to get Polly back in. So not qualified at the moment. Polly Judge, Kaylee Jackson, Hazel Carter, and Nigel Gregson. So those are the cars we need to look out for. All right, Bruce Harvey not making the... Well, he should have been down there, but he's not. Rob Cresswell, the Audi A3. He's in at number 18 at the moment. The dial-in for him is 16.5. So he's off and running.
It's a 16.5.
Breakout, 16.43, bit too quick. Never mind. He stays put. Well, no question about Jerry Sadler making the field. He is your number one qualifier. 16.15 with an 8 is what he ran to do it. He does in 16.10 this time. Justin with the Audi, looking for 15.45. $15.69, 16.08. Oh, Jerry breaks out by less than 0.02 of a second. But hey, he's safely qualified. Steve Stone and Andy Cooper, your next pair. So can these two move on up? They're safely qualified. It's just shuffling the order around to see who meets who.
Which arguably is just as important, really.
16.31. Steve Stone moves up from 20 to 16. No help for Andy Cooper there. 15.65. He stays put. Well, important for Paul Robinson. He's doing well. He's in the number 6 spot, but he is points leader in the VW Sportsman Championship. Well, both of them go red. That doesn't matter, but it will in racing. I want to do that then.
Yeah, they both stay in their positions at the moment then with this by the looks of things.
91 for Paul, yet no help there. And Laurie, 17.45, no help. Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, staying second and 6th place. As we move on to our next set, Alex Day in the Kestrel lane, and then Alex Knott in the Auto Glim. With the highly medicated VW Golf. Looking to run a 12.90 and 16.37. steady run for either one here. They'll slow off the line for Alex, but let's see what it does for his scores at the opposite end. So a 14.82 and a 16.68 for both of those. Both good off the lights here. Of course, when it comes to racing later on, maybe want a slightly better reaction time, but doesn't matter for qualifying at the moment. So that's a 14.18 and a 16.70. And this is one of those matchups, again, Cole, that we were talking about yesterday. The kind of new style looking car against the old school 90s. With all the angles. So that's a 14.77 and 16.04.
Yeah, nice little move for Becky there. Moves up a few places. She'll take that. Someone who needs to move up a few places is John Crawford. He's third in the points, and qualifying points count. So the further up you qualify, the better the points haul is. Going alongside Tom Circuit, 18.7 his dial-in with the Lupo. That'll do for John.
That's not bad.
Up to number 2.
Wow. A brilliant run there. Wanted a 16.18, got a 16.20.
He will be chuffed with that. Right up to number 2. Move those, please.
I think they're both the same cars from yesterday.
I think they are both, yeah. So, need to move them again. I knew we had time to get that one out because it's Paul Jackson.
Oh, we got all day.
Right, Nigel Gregson, 17.80. I don't think that's going to get him in the show. Let's see what Paul Jackson does.
Come on.
Oh, he breaks out. So no help for Nigel Gregson. He was not qualified. But we will be seeing Pop the Kettle On in eliminations.
Yes. Yes.
Right. Polly Judge. She is on the outside looking in with the Audi TT. Now, if she doesn't improve on her position, she will come down as first alternate. So if there's any breakages, she'll be in. But she'd like to get in on merit, that's for sure. Metcalf, 1720 dial-in, he's well in at number 12. $16.90, no help for Polly.
Oh, stays in 33.
Ooh, Rob. Right, Hazel Carter, another one, not in the show. With the Passat, going alongside Reese Finney.
So top 32 cars go through from qualifying. Top 30 cars.
Right, so you need to go half a second off your dial-in to get in. And I think number 32 at the moment is Tom Herbert. Right, 15.20 is the dial-in for Hazel Carter. Reese, as I say, we know he's safe. He's in at 16. He dials in 17 flat. All eyes on Patricia the Passat. Needs to go between 15.2 and 15.7. Half a second window to play with. Oh, just. Oh, she's on the bump.
Oh, wow.
Well, she gets in at number 32. I think she's just bombed time out.
Just enough.
Right, these two are safe. Lottie and John. It's the Red Beetle dialing in 18.2 and John with Sirocco 17.2. 17-21. John Gallant moves up from 27 to number 2.
That is huge.
Yeah, he'll be chuffed to bits with that. And obviously a 18-10 broke out by a 1/10 of a second there. Just a little bit too quick there for Lottie. But John Gallant up to number 2. Morgan Wilson, Darling 18.2. Darren Walsh 16.9. So Mark 1 Golf GTI, Darling of 16.90 will get to the stripe first. His scoreboards will light up first. 17-14 and an 18-29 for Morgan Wilson. Morgan moves up from 24 to 16. Because of that, Darren drops a spot from 23 to 24. Jake Fronda and Danny Bean. Jake currently 12, Danny 30. And I think it's just shuffling the order now. The only one we haven't seen yet, well, we haven't seen Kaylee and Nigel yet. And this is actually the last pair. Field is set. Jake stays 12, Danny stays 30. So that is VW Sportsman all done.